Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about chapter 5 Python variables and operators. Okay, first we are entering into the topic as introduction to Python. Okay, Python is a general purpose programming language created by Guido van Rossum from CWI, that is Centrum Wiskunde and Informatica. Okay, it should be created by Guido van Rossum from CWI lab. The language was released in 1991. Okay, it is very important. The language was released in 1991. Python got its name from a BBC comedy series from 70s. Monty Python's Flying Circus. Okay, this is the series from series. It should be made from the BBC in 70s. Okay. The next point is Python supports both procedural and object-oriented programming approaches. Okay, Python can support both the approaches, procedural and object-oriented. Okay, the next topic is key features of Python. It is a general-purpose programming language which can be used for both scientific and non-scientific programming approach. Okay, the next step is it is a platform independent programming language. Okay, it is a platform independent means it should be applicable at any operating system. Okay, the third step is the programs written in Python are easily readable and understandable. Okay, it is very easy to understand. The next step is the version 3.x of Python ideally integrated development learning environment is used to develop and run Python code. Okay, Python ideally is our version to run the Python code. It can be downloaded from the web resource, that is www.python.org. Okay, in this website we can download the Python ideally to execute a particular problem. Okay, can you understand the key features of Python? Okay, we move to the next topic as programming in Python. Okay, in Python, programs can be written in two ways. One is interactive mode and another one is script mode. Okay, it should have three ways to execute a program. Okay, the second point is the interactive mode allows us to write codes in Python command prompt. Okay, Python command prompt is nothing but these three greater than symbols are called Python command prompt. Okay, whereas in script mode programs can be written and stored as separate file with the extension .py and executed. The Python file can be stored as .py extension. Okay, we can use .py. Okay, that is we can store a file name as a means a.py. Okay, this is the correct way to save a Python file. How to save a Python file we will discuss about later. Okay, I'll explain it soon. So the next point is script mode is used to create and edit Python source file. Programming in Python. Okay. In Python, programs can be written in two ways, namely interactive mode and scripting mode. Okay, the Python has two ways of modes. One is interactive mode and another one is script mode. Okay, The interactive mode allows us to write codes in Python command prompt. Okay, the interactive mode allows us to write codes in Python command prompt. Python command prompt is nothing but this is can you see this? 3 greater than symbols. This is the command prompt. Okay, this is the Python command prompt. Whereas in script mode, programs can be written and stored as separate file with the extension .py is executed. Okay, the script mode programs can be written and stored as separate file. Okay, the script mode programs can be stored as a separate one with the extension .py, because Python files are also saved with that extension as .py. Then only the Python file should be stored as a Python executable file into the computer memory. Okay, script mode is used to create and edit Python source file. Okay, this is the use of script mode. Okay, now we can see about interactive mode programming. Okay, interactive mode programming. An interactive mode, Python code can be directly typed and the interpreter displays the results immediately. Okay, so the interactive mode is better than the script mode. Okay, the interactive mode can also be used as a simple calculator. Okay, now we are seeing about how to invoke a Python ideally. Okay, how we are entering into the Python ideally. Now first of all, we can start. We can click the start button. After that, we can select the all programs from the pop-up menu. After that, we can select Python 3.x. Python 3.x is our version to is the new version to develop to type a program. Then after that, we can select ideally Python 3.x. Okay, this is the final version. Okay, this is the final version of ideally Python. We can use this software into our computer lab also. Okay, Python ideally 3.x. This is our Python version, or else it should have one shortcut also. This is the Python icon. Okay, this is the Python icon. It should be available on desktop, means just we can click on it. Okay, we just double click it, means it should be opened. The Python should be opened. Okay, now Python ideally windows appear as shown in the following figure. Okay, this is the Python screen. So this is the menu bar and this is the title bar. Okay, this is the close button, this is the maximization button, and this is the minimization button. This is the Python empty screen, and these 3 greater than symbols. Okay, these 3 greater than symbols, I think it should not be cleared like this. Okay, these 3 greater than symbols are called Python prompt. Okay, Python prompt. This is the Python ideally window. Okay, the prompt indicates that interpreter is ready to accept instructions. Okay, this interpreter is ready to accept instructions, means these 3 greater than symbols, that is Python prompt, can be appeared. Then only we can type the program. It should not be appeared, means we cannot type any programming to develop something for our basic needs. Okay, therefore the prompt on screen means ideally is working in interactive mode. Okay, this prompt on screen means ideally is working in interactive mode. Ideally is always working in interactive mode. Okay, not the script mode, because the interactive mode is more convenient than the script mode. Okay, now let us try as a simple calculator by using a simple mathematical expression. Okay, I can show you here. See the example. 5 plus 10. Okay, now we can press enter, means the answers will be appeared. This is the simple calculation. Okay, the Python will be the Python also be worked as a simple calculator. Okay, this is and also 5 plus 50 into 10 means 505. Then 5 into 2 means that is 5 into 5. Okay, this is the short form, 5 into 5, that is 25. Okay, in other way we can type as a program, means we can use the printing statement. Okay, later on we will discuss about printing statement. This printing statement means print inside the bracket and inside the double quotes we have some statement. Okay, to print this statement on the output screen. Okay, inside the double quotes, Python programming language. Okay, press enter and put the value x equal to 10 and y equal to 10, then z equal to x plus y. Here the x here the x value and the y value should be added. After that it should be stored as a value of z. Okay, the addition of two values, that is x plus y, it should be stored in the another one variable, that is z, right? So the value of z, we can if we can print the value of z, means the addition of x plus y will be appeared. Okay, now we can print the statement as print the inside the double quotes the sum, then put comma for separation, then z means the output of x plus y. Okay, set the final result will be appeared. How it is possible means this should be appeared on the screen, the sum equal to 30. Okay, so this is the simple calculation. This is the Python screen. I already showed you. X plus print Python programming language means press enter, means this should be printed. This should be printed again. Okay, Python programming language. After that this Python prompt symbol will be appeared here. After that we can press x equal to 10 and y equal to 20. After that we can print the value of z. Okay, so the final we can press enter, means the final output will be displayed. So this is the simple one. Next one is script mode. Okay, okay, what is meant by script mode? Script mode I already told you. Basically a script is a text file containing the Python statements. Python scripts are reusable script. Okay, it should be reusable. Once the script is created, it can be executed again and again without retyping. Okay, but this is not suitable for all the programming. If the user wants to change something, means it cannot be accepted, because whatever in it can be executed. That is the problem of script mode. Okay, the script modes are editable, but the repeated code should be executed again and again. This is the disadvantage of script mode programming. Okay, how to create a script in Python? Okay, press, this is the screen. Okay, press file menu. Okay, press file menu. After that inside the pop-up menu we can select new file. Okay, we can select new file or press Ctrl N. This is the shortcut of opening a new file in all the applications. Okay, like Microsoft Office, like Microsoft Excel, in Python, C, C++, Java. Okay, all the applications. Okay, press file. After that click new file or press Ctrl N in Python shell window. Okay, can you see this? So this is the pop-up menu. We can select new file inside it. After that a blank document will be opened like this. After that, now we can type the calculation part. A equal to 100 and B equal to 350. C equal to A plus B means the added variable should be stored on C. Okay, now print the value of C means the sum of A plus B, that is 450. Okay, this is the simple script mode editor. Okay, how to save a Python script. Okay, this is the general form of all the application. Click File, Save. Okay, click File, Save, or else click Ctrl S. After that, one window will be opened. This is the Save As dialog box. Okay, this window will be opened, and can you see this line? This is the file opening source of your particular document. If you can select this desktop means here it can be appeared as desktop. After that, we can select another one file means in this place that folder name will be appeared. After that, the document name is appeared. Okay, this is the source code. This is the source place. Okay, this is the source place. Okay, this is the file location. Okay, the next one is, okay, this is the very important step. This is the file name box, and type our file name with the extension .py. Then save as type. Press this place. Select Python files. After that, click save. Here we can select Python files. Here we cannot forgot to choose the Python files means the Python file cannot be executed because this is a script mode. Okay, this is the disadvantages of this mode. In the interactive mode, it cannot be selected. We can choose only file name means it cannot be it can be also saved as a interactive mode. Then press this save button. Okay, press the save button, the file will be saved. Okay, okay, I already told you these are the points. I think so. These 2 points are explained by me. Okay, executing Python script. Okay, after we are typing the program, what can we do? Okay, press the run menu from the menu bar. Okay, run menu from the menu bar. After, we can choose the run module or press F5. This is the short form of run the Python file. Okay, first two ways we have. One is choose run, after that run module, or press F5 on our keyboard. Or this method should be execute this Python file to get the output. Okay, if the file should have error means it should be displayed on the window of Python. Okay, if your code has any error, it will be shown in red color in the IDLE window, and Python describes the type of error occurred. Okay, it is very user convenient. It should be teach us how which line having error. Okay, so the final output is should appear. Okay, this is the steps to create a Python file. Okay, next we can move to the next topic as input and output functions. Okay, this is very simple topic, input and output functions, that is printing function. Okay, it is nothing but input function means input function helps to enter data at runtime by the user, and the output function is used to display the result of the program on the screen after execution. Input of function is used in the user typing time. user program making time, but the printing statement is used on the output screen. Okay, after the execution the printf statement should be executed. Okay, this is the main thing. Okay, in the printf function, okay, in the printf function in Python, the printf function is used to display result on the screen. Okay, this is the main use of the printf function. Okay, the syntax for printf function is as follows. I already told you. Print inside the bracket, inside the double quotes, we can put some line, means this line should be displayed on our output screen. Okay, the next one is variable. After that, string to be displayed as output as variable. Here here we can read the value of this printing statement. Okay, that is variable. Can you see this? It don't have any double quotes. Okay, to printing the value inside the double quotes, the value should be printed. Okay, this is the main code. This is the example program. In this programming, use x and y values, add the two values, after that printing that values, then printing another one values. These are the another one methods to print the value of the on the execution screen. Okay, what is input of function? Okay, in Python, input of function is used to accept data as input at runtime. Okay, this is very, very important. The syntax for input function is variable is equal to input of, that is prompt string. Inside the double quotes we can put some wordings. Okay, this is the syntax of input of function. Okay, this is the example of input of function. Using this function, inside the double quotes, enter your city. Here, after the running screen, the running screen display this result only. Enter your city. That is Madurai. Madurai is already automatically printed by using this input of function. Okay, this is the difference between input and printf function. Okay, this is the concept of input of function. Finally, we can see about commands in Python, or one single command line. We can use this asterisk. It is multi-line command, means we can use asterisk, which contains more than one line, means we can use asterisk. Okay, commands begin with hash symbol. Okay, the hash symbol is used to printing the commands on the Python. These are the commands in Python. Okay, thank you for watching this video, students. Hope you can understand well. Thank you.